What are you doing here in the middle of Greenland?
My paps worked in EP offshore. This was the first logical career option.
What are you working on next?
I don't know yet, damn it. Maybe I'll take the rest of the day off.
What are you doing here in the middle of Greenland?
My paps worked in EP offshore. This was the first logical career option.
We're done here. She can't eat with that tooth. That's why she's so badly malnourished. We need to contact the veterinary service tomorrow.
Are you gonna keep her on a leash until then?
Let's haul her to that old sled dog cage to wait for them. You stay here and guard her. I'll figure out a way to do it.
What if she starts moving before that?
I'd keep my distance. She'll be right.
Have you figured out how to move her? That thing will get up any minute.
Just a moment. I'll get back to you. Just a moment.
Have you figured out how to move her? That thing will get up any minute. Ain't gonna work. Other ideas?
Just a moment.
Have you figured out how to move her? That thing will get up any minute.
Let's take the snowmobile and pull her.
That might work. Euler Petroleum is gonna love her.
We are not telling them. We need to do what we can to help her.
I'm gonna go take a leak.
Make some room. Samples coming through. Rune.
Al.
Pretty brisk weather out there. Leave no skin exposed.
What do you got there, Gramps?
Early Christmas. A few hours ago, I was roaming the glacier using the crevasse radar. No magnetometrics or anything. Suddenly, the thing starts bleeping, and I hit the brakes. Went outside and found myself on the edge of the nastiest crevasse ever.
Holy shit!
And that's not even the hairiest part. Glanced down, and there it was. Deep in the hole, a bubbling pool of crude oil. Again, no transient electromagnetics, tellurics, or anything. Just stumbled on it. So I figured there's more to this story. Tied myself to the six-wheeler's winch and went down.
You fucking went down the crevasse? Alone? And with that trunk of yours?
Yes, Tully, I bloody went all the way. Let's say I had a hunch of an old oil wizard, did some surface sampling, looked around, and found these. Unsettling, isn't it? It was a sacrificial site of some kind.
That thigh bone. It's human.
Yes, there were plenty of body parts down there, but I didn't want to stick my nose any deeper than I already had. What do you think, Rune?
This is a prime example of climate change. You'll be dodging crevasses more and more.
I knew you'd say that. But what about the find?
The symbols look like some sort of elaborate writing, but it's not really my field. If you want a real analysis, we'll need to contact a paleoanthropologist.
Maybe, but let's not be hasty here. The find could mean big bucks for all of us, so let's not draw any unnecessary attention to it. Tully?
Right on, Gramps. Last time I checked, we were on an oil research station, not some fancy university.
You are not going to believe this. Euler himself is coming here.
Bob? They're sending Bob?
No, much worse.
No.
I'll be in my room.
What the hell was that?
Alistair Euler, the son of the company founder, is coming here. I've known Bob a long time, and in this case, the apple has landed far off.
Oh, he sure got the Ice Queen ticked off.
They have some mutual history together.
I'm going out for a smoke. You joining, Gramps?
No, thank you. I'll reward myself with a couple of sandwiches.
Viking?
No, thanks, I'm trying to quit. And if I'm not going to be allowed to contact a real expert, I'll examine those bones myself.
Knock yourself out.
You do know what your oil find means for Greenland, don't you?
Yes, it'll bring in money to the local people, thus giving them tools for pursuing their independence.
It'll also have a severe effect on the ecology, not to mention global climate problems.
What do you want me to do? I'm an old guy. For once, I found something worthwhile. Anyway, I suggest you take a look out of your window before going to sleep. There should be powerful aurora in the sky tonight.
What do you think about to find?
When are you gonna get it on with the Inuit princess, huh?
Don't tell me you haven't tried.
Me? Hell no. A cold and bitter creature that woman is, an ice princess. She was working in Thule before this, right? The word is that they had to transfer her to keep a horde of ogling corporate losers away. Like the Eula guy she was mad about. And that she enjoyed the hassle an awful lot too. Just take a number, pal.
Okay, that's enough. I have things to do.
But if you need some advice about Inuit women in general, you are now talking to the Eskimo champ.
Right.
My point is that she'll eat you alive. She's done it before.
Al. Nova, are you all right?
Rune? No, not really.
You know, if you need any assistance, I've got some quality razor.
You're a real friend, but I think I just need some rest.
I was just wondering if the date is still on.
What? The date? Oh, our date. Yes, it's still on.
Look, I noticed you're a bit stressed out and thought, if there's anything I can do.
I just need some rest.
Okay. Good night.
Ah, Rune. Quite a day, wasn't it?
I understand you have a long work history in the Arctic.
Too long, my friend. Too long. I've seen all kinds of creatures in here. All kinds of jaunty fellows.
Did you see my new mascot?
I did, but how long is she going to stay in that cage? That's a different thing.
I'm not gonna keep her.
What's the problem with her?
Infected jaw. Dooley will probably agree to send in a vet.
That's a ballsy move, you know, to capture a polar bear.
Did you say the artifacts were in a cave? Not in the bottom of the crevasse?
A glacial cave beneath the ice, yes. It was deep beneath the surface. Not a very pleasant place. But don't start getting any weird ideas about academic investigations or anything. I found it and I'll dedicate it to pumping black gold.
What are you working on?
Right now, my main field of expertise, a sandwich.
It's for your own good. You'll get the next shot tomorrow. Oh, shit. What a dream. What's that noise? Sounds like a garbled radio. Tully, you scared the hell out of me.
I see them, Rune. The beast.
Okay, Tully, I hear you. Take it easy. Everything is all right.
No, I can't. It just starts over. There. See?
Listen to me. You are on Alpha Polaris, and there's nothing here. Take it easy.
What? Are you sure?
There's nothing here, Tully. Nothing here.
Fuck.
What did you see in your dream?
I don't know. I was back in Longwoods, Maine, and then in the glacier. The polar bears. They were in the sky. It was wrong somehow.
What were the beasts you saw?
At first, I thought they were polar bears. But then, I don't know what the fuck it was. A spirit. Under the ice.
Okay, easy now. Tully, what's wrong with the radio?
How should I know? It's some electromagnetic shit or something.
Look, maybe you should go back to sleep.
No, I need to focus. You go ahead, Norway. I'll sit down here for a while.
Are you...
I'm good. Now leave me alone.
Okay. I'll do a quick check around the station. Al.
Look at that. A hell of a light show. Like the sky itself was burning. Such profound beauty. I took a reading with the magnetometer, and I think we're very close to a record-breaking geomagnetic event right now.
There's something strange taking place here. The radio is blaring out some weird noise.
Yes, that makes sense, and it wouldn't even be the first time. Way back in 1859, a couple of great geomagnetic storms took place. They were caused by immense coronal mass ejections in the sun. Back then, telegraph stations were spreading all over rural America. Electricity was soon to be introduced to households, and telegraph lines operated with it. As it happened, something freaky took place during a peak in the solar storm. Stations in Portland and Boston maintained conversation for several hours with no battery power.
They were using some form of geomagnetic energy?
Correct. Geomagnetically induced current is the term. The field lines fall. Now, I don't know the specifics, but I think the ion storm is causing the effect you described. Who knows? We might see even more peculiar things happen.
How can an ionospheric phenomenon have effects this severe?
Well, I'll bet you see aurora in Norway all the time, Rune. Do you know much about them?
The basics. They're caused by solar wind getting trapped by Earth's magnetic field.
That's the science. However, the Cree call them the dance of the spirits. Looking at them here, in the middle of this desolation, they waver constantly, like a veil or a mask. A mask shifting to reveal a glimpse of some long, lost truth. Perhaps a visual message, which we, as mankind, are no longer able to connect to.
There's no causal connection to anything linked to mankind. Just astrophysics.
You're right. Forgive me. Maybe the only thing you're witnessing here is an old fart rambling.
I ran into Tully in the living room and had a conversation with him while he was having some sort of nightmare.
A waking dream? That's interesting, especially considering his fixations. He's constantly going over the dreams he's had, the dreams he will have, and so on. But I wouldn't worry. Ted's obviously very responsive to these things, and he's been under some stress lately. The isolation and the darkness can get to you.
Not like this. It took me several tries to get him to wake up, and what he told me about the dreams...
Yes, but still, between you and me, waking dreams occur mostly in juveniles. Let's put it this way. Ted doesn't always operate on the level of maturity one would expect.
There's more. I've also had a nightmare. In my dream, I remember the terror of someone watching me from a distant ice shelf. Tully had a feeling of something haunting him in the woods.
You think there's a connection?
I don't know what to think.
Without trying to be dismissive, you both have spent long days out on the glacier. Anyhow, there may still be a powerful subconscious message for you to grasp. A spiritual one, as some people in touch with themselves would say.
You could be right.
But maybe you should hit the sack before I switch on my full ramble mode.
There's more. I've also had a nightmare. In my dream, I remember the terror of someone watching me from a distant ice shelf. Tully had a feeling of something haunting him in the woods.
You think there's a connection?
I don't know what to think.
Without trying to be dismissive, you both have spent long days out on the glacier. Anyhow, there may still be a powerful subconscious message for you to grasp. A spiritual one, as some people in touch with themselves would say.
You could be right.
But Maybe you should hit the sack before I switch on my full ramble mode.
There's more. I've also had a nightmare. In my dream, I remember the terror of someone watching me from a distant ice shelf. Tully had a feeling of something haunting him in the woods.
You think there's a connection?
I don't know what to think.
Without trying to be dismissive, you both have spent long days out on the glacier. Anyhow, there may still be a powerful subconscious message for you to grasp. A spiritual one, as some people in touch with themselves would say.
You could be right.
But maybe you should hit the sack before I switch on my full ramble mode. One more thing. I don't think you'll be able to reach anyone with the radio tomorrow. We've blanked out during ion storms half this magnitude before.
Then I'll treat the bear myself.
That's the spirit. We should also power down the tower so nothing gets fried. Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Hey, Knudsen, you gotta see this!
Kamardar.
Don't you go all sweet on me. I found something real fucking eerie.
The Swede here needs a little more sleep.
You need to see this.
Fan, får väl stop. Okay, you win.
Get down here then. And about last night, we need to talk.
Everything all right?
Yes, just had a lousy night.
You're not the only one. The radio woke me up.
At least you got some sleep. I've been running those samples for, what, like 4 hours now?
If there's something I can do to help, like pick off the hairier bug legs.
Thanks, but those bugs are still microscopic. How's the bear doing?
I don't know. I haven't visited her yet. You don't look like you slept too well. Rough night?
No, it's more like personal stuff.
Haven't had any strange dreams?
Not really.
Tully had night terrors last night. Seems pretty shaken.
I know. First morning in months, he didn't tell any of his sexist jokes.
Al thought you might have some insight on those bones and the hide he found.
If you mean as an Inuit, not that much. People often have this misconception of our cultural unity, but in reality, there are many different cultures and groups. I'm a Canadian Inupiat. In Greenland, there's the Kalaallit, although the dialect spoken here in the north is Inuktun. It's very close to the Canadian Inuktitut that my mom spoke to me. However, I took some courses on Paleo-Eskimo cultures, so I might be able to tell you something.
From my first day here, I noticed how you take pride in your past. I'm sure your mom taught you that.
Not really. She always told me to forget the bygone ages and become a trucker.
You'd make the world's cutest log truck driver.
Surely you've noticed that there are lots of cute girls pretty much everywhere.
You didn't seem very happy to hear Euler Jr. was coming.
We just don't need anyone from management meddling in things right now, especially those who are full of themselves.
We on for tonight?
We are, but I have to zone out for a while first.
It's supposed to be a major oil prospect down there?
Yes, but Al thinks we need to do a little more work before trumpeting about our find.
Morning.
Morning. Made any progress with the thesis?
Not really.
Well, if it helps, our little side project here, the one involving oil, is showing some real promise.
Did you have any nightmares last night?
Yes, I had this recurring one when Euler Jr. catches us not doing our jobs. Other than that, just some nighttime flatulence, but that's definitely out of excitement.
Tully's dreams have really gotten to him.
Look, Rune, Ted is not really operating on the level of maturity one would expect. Between you and me, waking dreams mostly occur in juveniles.
I understand you've found a large enough reservoir here to start drilling.
Beats me. Determining the field size will take some seismic work. But we know there's some prime stuff down there. Saturation, volume, color, sweet taste, and whatnot. Substantial bonuses heading our way if we can focus on the mission at hand.
Do you think I can use the radio now?
It's still powered down, and I think we should keep it that way. The Tempest is raging up there, even now, in the daytime. That could seriously cripple our equipment. I don't think we'd be able to contact anybody. Unless you want to listen to some dork playing ukulele on Radio Waikiki. One time, a few years back, I remember being unable to hear even the carrier wave from Thule, while still listening to the Moscow Philharmonic. Strange are the ways of upper atmospheric transmissions.
I understand you have a long work history in the Arctic.
Too long, my friend, too long. I've seen all kinds of creatures in here. All kinds of jaunty fellows.
What are you working on?
Tellurix, if that means anything to you. Look, we need to hustle with this thing. Bob's kid is not known for his tactfulness.
Nova!
She's gone.
That's a piece of her flesh.
So she wanted out and ripped the cage open?
I don't see any other way this could have happened. Putting her in the cage was a dumb idea.
You've been doing your science project on climate change or whatever. Is this it?
No. Polar bears are unpredictable animals, especially when hurt and captured.
You really don't see the pattern here? We are basically animals, right? Maybe the storm messes up everything with a brain.
Like you last night.
Yeah, just like that. Man, I was far off.
I guess it's plausible. The human brain functions on electric signals.
I've been checking the magnetometer, and the worst is yet to come. The storm is gaining momentum.
I probably need to put the bear down. Can I take the snowmobile?
Sure, the keys are in the ignition. I need to chill somewhere for a while.
What are you doing here in the middle of Greenland?
My paps worked in EP offshore. This was the first logical career option.
The bear we caught yesterday escaped by tearing open the cage and apparently hurt herself badly.
I'm not surprised. Those are intense animals. What are you gonna do with her?
I'll probably have to put her down. If the tracking collar is still on, I'll find her.
How's the bear doing?
She's gone. She must have smashed the cage during the night. She's apparently hurt pretty badly, and has an infected jaw. She'll probably die if I don't find her.
But you can find her, right?
Yes, if the tracking collar is still attached. From my first day here, I noticed how you take pride in your past. I'm sure your mom taught you that.
Not really. She always told me to forget the bygone ages and become a trucker.
You'd make the world's cutest log truck driver.
Surely you've noticed that there are lots of cute girls pretty much everywhere.